Hello, everybody. Welcome to the School Morning Show. That's right. This is a daily show. We do it every day, except Saturdays and Sundays. And we talk about online communities, specifically school, because that's the one we like. All the others can go take a hike. And today is going to be a fantastic day. It's about damn time. It's about Page Wednesdays.
Woo!
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Oh my goodness.
I'm Eric. I'm here with Jenna. How are you?
Good. It sounds like you are wired this morning.
A little bit, yeah. I put a little extra, couple scoops in my coffee this morning.
Nice. Very, very nice. So if you weren't here yesterday, we were talking and we ended it with like trying to guess what Sam and Kirby were going to be drinking during school news.
Mm-hmm.
We have our answers. So
Yep.
what were Sam and Kirby drinking on school news, Eric?
Well, first, let's say what we guessed. I guessed that they were going to be drinking a yellow Waterloo. I was, in fact, wrong. Do you remember
Me
what you
too.
guessed?
I guessed it was going to be like a maroon or burgundy.
Okay.
For black cherry Waterloo for Sam.
We were close. Sam had the summer berry. Actually, no, that's not a Waterloo. That's a LaCroix.
That's a LaCroix.
That is the beach bum LaCroix. I recognize it because it's one of my favorite flavors. And then Kirby has a yerba mate. It's the Guayaki brand. I've talked about these before. Two of my favorite drinks of all time. These are men of taste.
Yes. We just might not be able to guess them. They're not predictable, I guess.
No. Close enough, though, right?
Yeah. So since you're like super wired this morning, how is your morning going so far?
It's going really smashingly. I think it's because I started off this morning with a walk. And so I went on like a 30, 45-minute walk. And it just like, it refreshes you, you know? And yesterday, like I did a lot of yard work and got lots of sun. And you can always tell when I'm feeling bad, you know? You're like, hey, have you got any sun recently? Like, I don't know what
Yes.
it is. Like, if I don't get sun, I am just like a blob of a person. But when I get outside, get some fresh air, get some sunlight on my skin, I feel like a brand new man. What?
I'm so happy for you because that's a good thing. Like it means like you got your morning started and you feel like it's already, I don't know, productive, you know?
Yeah, it's the best way to do it. And I'm ready for the show. We got a lot to do. Lots to talk about.
Well, I have to tell you how my morning is going so we can all give me some grace, right?
Okay.
Right? This morning I started off, I woke up and I was like, let me see if I have any new DMs. And there was somebody asking a question. So I went to answer it and I wanted to double check and make sure my answer was correct. Cause you know, like in the morning, you're kind of like, I don't know if this is right anymore.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? What's down, you know?
Yeah.
And so I went and looked it up in the help docs. So I sent a
my gosh.
screenshot of what the help doc said and like sent a link to it so they could go look for themselves. But then I was like, I don't know if because what it was about was like if a person gets a declined membership, does school reach out to them and let them know, or what happens when somebody gets a declined membership? So I said, I don't know if they send an email or not. Like, I'm pretty sure they do. Let me double check. So I sit in our Slack channel. I was like, I sent a screenshot of what I saw in the help docs. And I said, does anybody know if they get an email when they have a declined membership? And then as I said it, I clicked on my thing again. I reread it, and it's the very first thing it says, school sends an email. And I'm like, oh my God. So then I had to be like, never mind, you guys. The answer
Been
is
one of
right
those kind of
there.
days.
Yeah,
Hey, but
so
for everybody listening, that just tells you how good those help docs are. Even the mods need the help docs every now and then, right?
oh yeah, we go in the help docs all the time. And I think it's because we also want people to understand that they're there. So we'll go find the answer in the help doc and send the help doc with it, because there's a lot of times that people will have questions and they just don't feel like asking.
Yeah.
So we try to always like give them everything that they could need and find on their own. So
Well, it's not super.
you're right.
It's not super easy to find though. Anytime I've had to look for it, I've always had to Google it.
yeah, and see, Google sometimes doesn't work really well, or people go ask ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is like wrong most of the time.
Right.
So It's like, and then it's really funny when someone tells me, but ChatGPT told me this. I'm like, you're asking somebody that like works with the platform why, like, you're gonna argue with me about what ChatGPT said?
Yeah, you're literally the
Okay.
horse. Go straight to the horse's mouth.
Okay. Everybody needs a morning walk. I was like, I'm a horse. What? All right, let's do a drum roll since it's time. It's about Page Wednesday.
Woo! How do you like that drum roll? It was bongos.
Yeah, bongos are fun. I like it. So just a recap for everybody. On Wednesdays, we review your About Pages. We will ask you to drop your About Pages on a post that we put inside the community. We had a couple of people do that today, so we're going to review theirs. But before we get into their About Pages, we're going to go over the framework. And
Yes.
just as a reminder, this is a overall framework because sometimes when you're looking at a specific community, that can be the answer could be like specific to them versus what's going to be foolproof for just anybody, right?
Yep. And we're looking at the About Page framework. Don't look at the VSO or the proof testimonial one.
Right. So for the About Page framework, we're going to start with promise. What is the tangible thing that they will get when they join? It needs to be one focused outcome because people need clarity. The next thing we want proof. This is where you tell them they can get the promise that you just told them about because you or others have overcome problem or pain. And then the plan. This is how they will get to the promise. So you're just basically making sure that they have clarity on what they're getting when they join your community so that
Yes.
they can say yes and click join, right?
I love it. Simple.
Pretty simple.
Yep.
Simple to do, sometimes simple also not to do. So that's
Right.
why we do these reviews.
That's exactly right.
All right.
Who we got
Now,
first?
We have Christoph.
Christoph. This is a cool, really cool community. I was so excited when he shared his. It's about sound healing, and there's like those little drums here, and I've not found anything like this on Skool yet. So I could see this being a Skool of the week one day. It's pretty cool.
I honestly agree with you. I think that this would be a really cool Skool of the week.
He does sound healing, yoga, meditation. It looks really neat. He's got a free trial, $15 a month, with 264 members. That's pretty impressive.
That is pretty impressive. I think that when I look at this, can we blow it up a little bit more? I'll add
Yeah.
this real quick
Yep.
because it's kind of blurry.
Let me see.
Or maybe we can't.
I'll
And I'll
try.
just have to get glasses.
Here, I can do this if we want to look at just the About page. I'll throw this up so we can look a little bit closer at it.
Okay.
See if this helps you.
Bum bum bum. Yes.
Okay.
All right. It's like, I'm sorry, my old eyes. I cannot see. I don't know why when I do that, it reminds me of that little, this is a ADHD moment that we're going to just all go on together. You know that little thing where it goes, hello, I'm under the water. Please help. Do you not know that
I don't
one?
think I know that one.
All right.
have to send
I'll
me
come
that meme
prepared
later.
I'll come prepared next time and send it to you. So let's read his About page. It's an online sanctuary using sound healing, yoga, and meditation practices to help you slow down, unwind, and reconnect to your true self. This would be unwinding, Eric. You would lose all your wired energy.
Well, I don't need to go in there then. I'm feeling good right
No.
now. No.
You could be your true self.
Oh, okay.
I think that's pretty cool. Like as I'm reading it, I don't think that I would ever think to describe a community as an online sanctuary.
Yeah,
So,
that's interesting.
yeah, I really like that. Just so you know. And then he goes, "Hi, I'm Christoph, musician of 25 plus years, sound healer, yoga and meditation teacher. For years, I've guided people from stress and overwhelm back to calm and clarity through sound and conscious practice. This community is a natural extension of that work." And then he goes into today, many people feel constantly overwhelmed. Check. Always on and unable to relax. Mentally busy, but emotionally exhausted. Searching for calm, but not finding it. I feel like this is one of those unique ones where I like this because people can immediately relate to it. Now, I don't know. I like that he's describing the thing, but I don't know that this is something that would make me immediately go. If I didn't know him, I don't know that this would make me say yes, right? So he's also telling us what we'll find: live sound baths, exclusive sound journeys, a supportive and safe community. A supportive and safe community is probably important. Normally, I would tell people this is kind of like already a given and not to put that in there. But when you're talking about like meditation and people are going to want to have that like sense of reassurance that it's going to be calm. What do you think, Eric?
I don't know. I mean, we've talked about before how like all all the communities should be supportive and safe. So I don't know. I mean, maybe in that instance, people are looking for that specifically. I'm not really sure. I'm not connected with that community, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to think because like I've gone back when I did a lot of traveling. I know that when I've gone to different kinds of sanctuaries all around, like there's one that I really liked in like Orlando, and I think that they really resonate with the wording supportive and safe. Like that was used a lot, so I think that would help them also connect in a way. I would say that would be the first line I would get rid of if you were working on this and you started running out of like characters though. Like you only have 1,000 characters for your about page. Meditation, breath work, and yoga practices. A library with high quality sound healing recordings to enjoy anytime. Monthly themes, wellness series. I would want more specifics on the monthly themes.
What is a sound bath? I don't know what that is.
You'll have to look it up. I bet he explains it probably in like his video. But so when I come up here, I think that introducing yourself would probably be best inside of your VSL or in one of like maybe in an about page graphic. Because if I'm going back, you do have some great pictures. You do also, so there's 1, 2, 3 pictures of him with it's like I think they're called Tibetan singing bowls.
Yeah, I'll bring him up.
If I'm right.
He's got good reviews on there too, which I'll bring that up.
So I think what you could do with one of these that you're sharing, see, that's pretty cool. And I think that's what it would be, like a sound bath kind of thing. But
he's got like 3 different photos of all really similar things. I mean, they may be different. I don't know, but it all looks the same to me. I don't know. Of all the different bowls.
So I would use one of those to explain who you are versus putting it in the about page copy itself.
And then here's the reviews on his page, which is pretty cool. I like that.
Nice.
Yeah. Let me pull this back up. There's this thing.
That's awesome.
The only thing like I'm seeing is like it doesn't seem very specific. Like I don't know who it's for. I mean, it's just. I mean, everybody feels overwhelmed. So is it just for everybody?
Yeah, I think it's more of like anybody. I don't see that there's like an actual person that wouldn't qualify to be in here unless maybe they're they don't want calm and peace, you know? And let's see. So I think if you reworded it at the top where it's an online sanctuary using sound healing mode, like that probably could be more of a promise where it's like talking about you slowing down and unwinding and reconnecting to your true self first. And then you put more that it's like you're doing this inside of your online sanctuary. So it sounds like it's a promise versus more of a description of what the space is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I would put. And then because you have such great testimonials, that's where I would put, even if you want to put like a first name, and talk about like how somebody was going through, let me reread one of them.
Yeah, I see he's got all the
So-
names, and he's got all the names blurred out. He kept the pictures though, which is funny. But
Right. I so somebody's talking about like they needed they're using it every day to help heal their vagus nerve. I think that that would be because like yeah, the vagus nerve sound bath is what two of them are saying. So I think that's where you would say so and so was able to come into the community and they were able to unwind. They were working on their vagus nerve. They maybe found like the intuitive teachings for he found some deeper intuitive teachings for himself during the session.
she looks like a Susan. I'm gonna say her name is Susan.
Yeah, we're giving him names now. um, that's what I would go through, and that's how I would say it. One second, I'm gonna block somebody real quick.
Block them. You've been blocked.
Yeah. So sorry, they were in the comments being little turkeys. So yeah, we're gonna go. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. So I would make it more of rather than just stating who it, like the description, because you want to look at it more as as the marketing style rather than the back page. So if we're looking at the front page of like, or the, like, let's go, we're in a grocery store. We're going to pick up this like healthy box of something. The marketing is getting you to pick it up and buy it, right?
Yeah.
Then once you've already made the commitment to pick this item up and you look on the back, that's when you're reading like all the description of like what's the ingredients, what's in here, a little bit of story behind the brand, those kinds of things, you know?
Thought donor asks, do you think the vagus nerve would become a keyword for them in the future?
Possibly. I think that they could be using that in the future for bringing people on. I'm not sure how many people look vagus nerve up though. It's probably more of like when they go into the community, they from based off of like the testimonials, they're saying it's the vagus nerve sound bath. So he's probably already taught them what that means.
What do you think about this, having the classroom like that as one of the pictures?
I think it's good. So
Yeah.
we see the vagus nerve regulation.
Okay. So
On the
that's
bottom.
that's something he might talk about a lot then.
You could, like, since we're going to get probably, I think is like 11 keywords, I would just go ahead and throw it in there in case people are searching that. It would probably be, I would actually use overwhelmed. I would put calm, sound bath, meditation, breath work, yoga practices,
Sound healer or
wellness,
yeah.
and I would put stress as actually a keyword.
That's
So,
cool. Yeah.
yeah, I think that's all good. And then towards the end, when it says, through sound and presence, we soften the noise to live in tune with ourselves. That's a great line. I would still keep that there. But then I would put, I would probably put, go ahead and, or I'd put something like a clear CTA.
I don't
Now-
really like the if you feel called thing personally.
Well, I think that's more of going to be towards his target audience.
That
Like,
could
I
be
can
why.
see why he puts that.
Yeah.
I could see if you feel called, start your free trial now, because it's more of a softer CTA, and it's more,
Free trial is misspelled though, so you might want to fix it.
yeah, trail. And then I would probably erase everything as included in the subscription, just because
Keep it simple.
what you're doing is you're putting something in their mind, as if right before they're about to join, they're thinking it's not. When you're writing it, you're probably thinking, "Oh, this is going to help relieve their fears of like there's going to be upsells." You could, if you wanted to, put that somewhere, maybe like inside you'll find, or like right underneath it, like everything is included. There's no upsells. Underneath monthly themes, like in that area where it's your plan. versus putting it as the thing that they think about right before they try to hit join. Does that make sense to to do that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I agree. 100%. I think it's pretty good though.
It is really good.
What do you think about the musician of 25 years and that little section there? Do you think you should keep it like that?
Well, that's what I was saying is I put that with one of those bowl pictures.
Gotcha.
Like you could have your picture of your, because he has 3 of those. So like the one where it's going to be the one that's the 5th image on his page where it's him in the background with all those. If he kind of muted that picture and then put the words on there, if he really wants to introduce himself that way, or he could do a video where he's like, I don't know, maybe his video does say it because I did not listen to the video first, but introduce yourself there. Don't put that here. Because that's what I'm saying is like,
He
when
does
you're looking at
himself in the video.
Okay. When you're looking at the back of a box, that's when you read the founding story. Like, how did Gardettos become a thing, you know?
Yeah.
Or you're reading about, I don't know, like what brought them to creating this product or brand. So that's where you would want to read it on the inside. So not on the actual sales page, because this is like, view this as a sales page or an educational page on what it is going to be about.
But does he hit all the promise proof plan, or maybe he needs to work on the proof part?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is like, there's not a promise right here. That's why you could flip it around to where it does sound like a promise. Slow down, unwind, and reconnect to your true self inside this online sanctuary using sound healing, yoga, and meditation practices. That would be more of a promise rather than a description.
Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
then the proof is where he would take those testimonial pictures that he has or any other testimonials, and he needs to put that in place of the I'm Christoph. The rest is okay. If he wanted to keep the today many people feel, I don't know how he would keep that and still have enough characters, but you could also put the today many people feel, those things, the constantly overwhelmed, always on, you could put that in a proof. So Sarah felt constantly overwhelmed and always on and unable to relax, but she joined this community, or she listened to the vagus nerve, because then you're getting that keyword vagus nerve. She listened to the vagus nerve regulation, I think is what it was called, and now she's feeling, and like you're basically saying, she had this problem pain, that she went through this plan, and this is she now feels what was the first part? Now she feels like she's reconnected to her true self. So that is where you're doing that framework for the proof.
Okay. Makes sense.
And then, so yeah, that's all I would do to like change this to make it easier for people to say yes.
One last question, and this could go for everybody's. Emojis or no emojis?
When I see emojis, I feel like I'm looking at something that ChatGPT gave you. So, and when there's so many different emojis, I feel like it's just so distracting from what it is. So like you could do the check marks. I prefer like a black check mark emoji versus the green check mark emojis, you know? And personally, I think when people are using emojis, they tend to have a longer about page. If you can as the shorter your about page is, if you're able to give enough clarity and have people say yes with shorter amount of words, the more likelihood your conversion rate's going to go up.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like
that's
that.
what I would say on that.
You just see so many people doing emojis that it's kind of become like the thing everybody does, and I've not. I don't know. I could go either way on it, but yeah, it does kind of look AI a little bit.
Emojis are the new value stacks.
Yeah.
You know, people that have that. It's worth this much. It's like, are you sure? Did you ever actually charge that? All right. So thank you, Christoph, for sharing
Yeah.
with us. I
Yep.
hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it helps. Let's go to Chuck.
Chuck, Chuck, Chuck. We've known
Chuck
Chuck
Ellis.
forever. We have known Chuck for like 2 years at this point. We grew up together, basically. No.
Yeah, we were like starting on school around the same time. Yeah.
Let me
So,
make it bigger while you so you
okay.
can actually see it a little bit better. 1 second. Yeah, I like right off the bat. I already like the way his looks because he didn't have the emojis. Like it does look a little bit more professional.
He does have some emojis though.
Well, he's got
And
the. It didn't have like all the crazy ones.
right. I would say before we go to the bigger one, actually, can you jump
Okay.
back
Yep.
real
Yep.
quick?
Yep. Coming back.
This is a big deal. So I know we're going over about pages, but when I'm looking at the group description where it says I help consultants 40 plus turn their expertise into steady monthly income with a paid community, long dash, and then it's red X big audience, red X hard tech, red X content hamster wheel. That is going to make me not click
What
because it's something you're telling me all these negatives. It's like you're leading with a negative right before you're trying to ask somebody to click on your page. So if we were in like Skool discovery, which is where they would see this normally, they're going to probably click somebody else's that is talking about the vision and what they want to have. It's supposed to draw them in and intrigue them to click and read more versus remind them of like negative things.
Mm-hmm.
So you could do it, and like I wouldn't start a group description with I help. It would be probably more like, let's see,
I mean, I understand
consultants,
why he does it.
consultants 40 plus. So I like 40 plus is what I'm wondering about, and yeah, it's like in the very first sentence too. So I help consultants over 40 turn what they know into a 4-figure recurring incomes by building a paid community without complicated tech, constant posting, or needing a big audience. So what they're reading is in the version of who you are, not what they're getting. That's where the promise is not hitting the mark, right? So turn your experience into a 4-figure. So 4-figure is a interesting way to say it, because most people don't, unless it's 5 figures or 6 figures, people don't usually say the number figure amount. So I would probably just cut that out completely. It would be talk about reoccurring incomes. So turn what you know into reoccurring incomes by building a paid community without complicated tech, constant posting, or needing a big audience. Because why I would leave out the over 40 part, which you can say that somewhere else, is that you're putting the qualifier as your very first thing. And when you're putting your qualifier as the very first thing, you might think that it's going to help you, but what I find is that it ends up making people question. So what if they're 39, right? Mm-hmm. Are you not going to let a 39-year-old come in here and learn?
Yeah, we had a similar question. We were talking to someone else about it was a community for moms, and it's like, well, can women join just in general?
Mm-hmm.
Because it was like a business community for moms, but it's like, well, I'm like just a lady.
Right. Yeah. So it's like you have to decide, are you taking only moms? Like it, because some people only want moms to relate with. Sometimes I could see that one, because as a mom, when somebody that's not a mom comes and tries to tell me like, oh, well, just give them something to distract them. I'm like, okay.
That's what I do.
What the hell you're talking about. Like,
joking.
Some days you can give them a million things and it doesn't actually work, right? But yeah, I would change it where it doesn't say that there, and I would put it probably later, right? So turn what you know into a recurring income by building a paid community without complicated tech, concept posting, or needing a big audience. That's okay there. The way that that's worded is better, especially without the big red X's, because the psychological side of seeing a big red X makes me go back away from this, get away from this, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Then if you've already helped people, then this is where you'd put your proof in here. And that's where you could also imply that you're helping people that are over 40. So if you had, I'm just going to give like random names. So like I helped Bob, Bob is 56 years old, and he was great with construction. We built him an online community without it being in, you could probably put the time frame. Like we built him a community and had it up and running easily. I'd put the word easily in so many days, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now he is making, and then you put the amount that he's making, right? And that's where you could put, like, if you want to put 4 figures, you could be like, and now he's making 4 figures reoccurring every month. So that's where you put some of those things that you wanted to say and you imply it, because if all your proof is working with people that are over 40, people are already going to recognize, like, oh, okay, even somebody that's over 40 could do this, you know?
Yeah, it's compliant.
You've spent decades building real knowledge. I don't see that as something that's going to grab me and make me go yes.
I guess because I don't really know what that means. Real knowledge in what?
Skills in a career. Like I see what he's trying to do, where it's like you spent decades building real knowledge, skills in a career, problem solved, or a hobby pursued.
Oh, okay. I didn't even read the next sentence, but this. Okay, I get it now.
But the standard advice post daily is exhausting. It doesn't work. Well, first of all, I don't agree with you. There's that part too. I think that it's exhausting, and I think the and doesn't work is probably where you would get somebody that says it does work. Like in my head, even if it's not working for me, that's different. But if you say it doesn't work at all, I think that you're going to get a clientele that's going to be frustrated. That sounds like you're attracting people that are not getting it, and that's fine. But like, they're also going to be constantly hearing people say that it does work. So
it's almost like every sentence has a qualifier in it, which is maybe his point.
Maybe that's what he wants. There's a simpler path. Why listen to me? I'm an official Hormozy 100 participant. I built to create to some 50, tested what actually works, and cover everything that doesn't. Okay. See, now here's where he has proof. That proof could have a story in it, way better, where it talks about like Ray is what his age is, Cindy, what is her age, Jay is what age, and he was able to do it. But how is he did all of them do it without an audience? Did all of them do it without building a funnel or posting daily? Like, that's like, show me that these people did what you were saying through the proof and sharing their story.
Also, if he's getting non-schoolers, are they going to even know what a Hormozy 100 is?
Yeah, I don't think so. Unless you're just getting, like, if you're getting only schoolers, then maybe they would know that. But even sometimes schoolers don't even understand what the Hormozy 100 is.
Because it's been like a year and a half since that happened.
Right. And if I'm going here, I went through his pages. They're going to want to know where you ranked. Like, if somebody's telling me that you're an official Hormozy 100 participant, I want to know what did you get out of that? Like, I need more of the story now. Mm-hmm. Because to participate is different than winning, right? Or being successful with it.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. You know, it's like it doesn't really mean much to me because I don't really know much about it.
And this is why, like, you don't need to prove your, like, if you're saying why listen to me, you're already assuming that people might not listen to you, right?
That makes
So this
sense.
is why I say the proof promise plan works way better, where it's like have your promise that like lets them know what they're gonna get. So if I come in here and I read this, I want to just hear a promise as if I'm anybody reading it, right? And then I want to hear how you helped other people do it. So Ray, Cindy, and Jay. I like how they all end in Y, their names.
Yeah.
And so you could talk about their stories, and then you could even say the path is simple. In 3 days, you'll have day 1, a clear topic
I like
or
that
offer.
though. I do
Yeah, a
like that.
clean school setup with payments active. And then day 3, your first 10 to 15 members invited. 10 to 50 seems like such a huge gap. So I would just probably mean like your first members invited would probably make more sense, because now I'm going 10 to 50. How do I make sure it's the 50? You know, like that's what my brain's saying when I'm going through that. But I do like that. Like there's a simpler path. In 3 days you could do it that way too. But yeah, I would probably try to switch this around to be.
Yeah, we just got a comment on on your post that said, I don't know what the Hormozy 100 is, and she's a schooler. So, I mean, even schoolers don't know. Some of them don't.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I think, and let me go back and look at the image.
Well, that call to
After
action
3
at the
days.
bottom, start day 1 today, do you think that could be different? Should it just be like more like join now or something? Or are you like that?
Well, he has a free trial on, so I would say start your free trial
Yeah.
or something like that.
Make it more clear.
Because the start your day 1 makes me go back and go, what am I doing on day 1? Am I ready? Because like actually what that brings me to, which is important, is I'm going to go back and read day 1 and go, am I ready to figure out the clear topic offer people will pay for? And I like, if I'm starting that today, I'm thinking about, okay, so later I need to go do laundry. Am I going to have time? Maybe I need to save this community and I'll come back to it. Because I don't know how much it's going to, like you're saying in 3 days, I don't know how long that time commitment is. And so I don't need to know the time commitment, so don't put that there. Like, I don't think that would be helpful. But that's what it makes me wonder when you say start day 1 today instead of start your free trial today.
Yeah.
Or click the button to start your free trial.
Yep. And then the
So-
pictures, he has this on his main photo, and then the rest are all reviews.
Okay. Now, one thing I was going to say on the reviews. So when I click on them, because of the way that the format is, I have to,
You can't
it
really
just
see
shows
it.
me, you can't see it. So I would rather see someone take this review and put it on a go into like Canva, put this review on a Canva doc. You could even ask Raymond if you could put his picture on there. I think that one of the things that's going to build trust for people that are over 40 is seeing people's faces, like if somebody that is their age, and they'll see. That's also going to be the qualifiers if they're all the same age, like looking the same age, right? It's the implied thing. Same
He's
when
also,
when I click
he's got
on
a
all of
video
them.
too. He's got a video. It's like a combination of a bunch of different people's reviews, like all put together. That's what the last video is. So it's like 3 or 4 people.
Put the video at towards the front.
Yeah.
Like put it if you want to keep it the clear photo right at the beginning, which is your 3 days thing. That's great. Leave that there, but then put the video right next to it, and then put all those reviews. And yeah, just take them out of that kind of format and put them somewhere where you can easily read them.
I'll show you what you mean, because when you click it, this is what it looks like. You have to actually click into it to read it, so all the words get cut off. Like that, you can't really read it. See all the stuff at the beginning gets cut off. So is that what you mean?
Yeah. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is I am going to screen share real quick so
Okay.
that we can have everybody see it.
Okay. Let me take this off then.
Okay, you ready?
Go ahead.
All right, so when I'm on here, so we see this, and this is very easy to view. But then when I come over here, I can see that I'm missing some of it right here and right here. But if I saw weeks, if not months, and my only regret, that doesn't make... I'm reading it, and I'm going, I feel like I'm missing something. But when you click on it, you'll read the whole thing. And then you come over here, and you're like, okay, well, I'm missing something again. Now, this is for me. So if you're talking about like no hard tech, you don't want it to be complicated, then you need to make it not complicated for them to read it, because some people will not know that they could click on this and see the full thing. So you want to fulfill on the promise of it not being complicated. Let me see. Let me go over here real quick. I'm going to show you. If you go to the classroom and you go to the build template, come down here to the build image size templates inside What is School, and then go over to About Page Image. Right here, when you click on this, it's going to bring you over here. This is the exact size that you need for putting inside of your About page. And so what you would do is you'd come over here, you would take this. Also, by the way, you have to hit File and then like make a copy so that you can edit it. I sometimes accidentally start to edit the template.
Oh, no.
And then I'm like, dang it. But let me go ahead and just duplicate the page. I'm going to just delete all this. And I'm just going to walk you through what this would look like. So I'm going to save this image, save, put it on here. And
maybe
so
get his face, maybe if it'll let you.
yes. So what you could do is you could put this on the side right here where they could read it. Find something that he said in here and like make that in bold. So I would put probably my MRR, monthly recurring revenue, was over 1,300 my first month. And so that's what you would put as like a text right here. So my MRR. And so I'm just leaving that as an example, as like a quotation. And you would put it in like quotation marks, right? And then we don't know what Raymond looks like right now. So we'll just look for face.
Find a very Raymond looking guy.
Yeah.
There he is.
We have Raymond right here. But if you put him up here, and then you have his little quotation right here, and then you have his like whole review that they could read, this is going to look way better on your About page with each person, so that they can easily, it's not complicated, and they can just see it from the get-go. Okay?
That's pretty
So
good.
the way where you get to this is, again, if you're in What is School, go to the classroom, hit the build template, come all the way down to build image size templates, and these are the templates for you to use.
And then make a copy.
Yeah, make a copy. That's where it says, like, it'll even tell you. You'll want to hit make a copy right there so that you can build your own.
Now that's value right there. And it's for free? I can't believe that.
Dum, dum, dum. So yeah, other than that, like if you did that switch around, I think that you would see more conversions too, especially because people are gonna want to read your testimonials. In fact, I think nowadays, if you don't have testimonials that are easy for people to find and read, they have to feel so much trust in you if they're paying for it, because yours is paid. Yes, there's a free trial, but yeah. I would say that they're still going to feel like they're inputting their card information when they start a free trial, and they might not understand that you don't have all that information either. So
it's good stuff.
Yep. That
Nice
was About Page Wednesdays. Woohoo.
About Page Wednesday. That's Arden asked, he said, have you guys already picked your About Pages for the day? Sorry, Arden, you missed it.
Bum, bum, bum. We will be doing them next week. So when we post the schedule, I will be posting that on Sundays. We'll be asking for you to drop your about pages, and you can drop them there, and that is where we will pick who is going to be for About Page Wednesday.
Yep, James says I need to submit mine for next week. Do it. We would love to look at your about page.
Yes, that would be fun. All right, do you have the breaking news soundbite?
Of course, I'm always ready. Breaking news.
All right, so breaking news is new categories are coming to Discovery. In fact, Discovery is getting a complete overhaul.
That's crazy. It's going to
Dum,
be
dum,
wild.
dum.
Everyone's losing their stars. We don't know that for
Oh
sure.
my goodness. Yeah, we're not sure. We have no idea what will happen with that, but I think it's going to be good. So when we go to Discovery right now, currently, like you have a few different types of community, or like there's hobbies, music, money, spirituality. I would never click those. Like if I'm coming to a platform and I click on them and all I see is like AI stuff underneath tech, and I'm like, oh, I wanted to learn something else, and it's like, I don't know. It's just, I'm not going to find what I need. So they're realizing that they need to add more categories. So there's going to be more that makes it more specific. They're going to
They alluded to an AI category during that school news. So I think that will totally change the game. I think someone might actually have a chance to win tech after that.
right. Well, also, did you see Andrew Kirby's post?
I did
Inside of
not,
Skool?
but let me pull it up. You can talk about it
Okay.
while I look for it.
So, yesterday, Andrew Kirby made a post, and actually, I'm going to send you the link
I got
to
it.
what I said.
I got his post. Let me go ahead and pull that up while you're doing that. He said, if
I'm
you
gonna
could add
send you-
one category to School Discovery, what would it be?
So people started answering a bunch of questions, and I just sent you the link to the one that I want to try to pull up if you can, or I can share my page.
Oh, I got it. I got it.
Because when I was looking at it, and I'm like, here's the thing. Sometimes people don't think about, like, right now, games are currently tied to the categories, right? So there's 9 categories, and there's 5 winners each. So things are going to have to change. I was reading it, and a lot of the answers that people were saying it was different keywords, like keywords that they would want, and it was very specific. So I was wondering, like, are categories meant for people to easily find what they're interested or looking for on Discovery, or is it so that people have the chance to win and compete fairly in the school games? And his answer was,
Let me fix that because I didn't. There was a C more there that I missed. But
Okay.
yeah, we'll go back to that.
so this is what I asked, or what I said, because
Okay.
I'm thinking, like, obviously it's going to need a change. And he said, it's more for Discovery than school games, and we can figure something awesome out for school games. So it might not be, like, we don't know what will happen to school games after quarter 2. So quarter 2 right now, it's going to stay the same. Don't freak out if you're going for games. But it is likely that there's going to be a lot more categories in 9. And I think that's going to be helpful because right now they even found out that more people search, even though the search isn't very good.
It's so funny hearing Sam talk about, like, I never even opened Discovery, and this is
Yes.
him opening up Discovery for the first time.
That's a great photo. I love it. So, yeah, I
Yeah,
think that
good
it'll
stuff.
be interesting to see. Who knows what will happen to stars? Who knows what will happen? They said Discovery is going to be constantly changing. It might be going by what's trending. And so there may have been an issue with the current Discovery.
Yeah. Well, they've also said that the school has grown like 4 times the size since when they added those. So it's due. It's due for a change.
Yeah. And so I think what I'm going to drop right now is that we've discovered, haha, discovered for Discovery that people are always going to try to game the system, right? And so if you hear what they're saying, Discovery is going to be looking at a lot more different things now, and they learned one way for it not to be looking at it. So all the people that have been pushing or trying to help each other get the star or spamming, it's like it's actually going to be looking at whether or not it's a good group. Is
Yeah.
from my understanding. Like if you listen to what he said that currently it was like there's great groups that have the star that have great engagement, and then there's groups that have bad engagement and they have the star. So I don't think that I think what he's saying is that there's other things that they figured out to factor in. So I think if anybody's been trying to get the star, or they had made their group to get like pretty spammy, they probably should not do that.
Basically, these engagement farmers are going to be having a bad time here in a few months.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're going to have a good community to show up higher, right?
Yep.
And if you're trying to show up higher and have a good community, you want people's first impression of your community to be that it's like quality and full of value, not full of spam. And people keep calling spam as fun. That's something that it's been a consistent theme, is they're like, but it's fun. It's fun to do this. And I'm like, okay, we have different definitions of fun.
Well, you can keep your fun, but you just don't get to keep a star. It's fine.
Right. So, well, I don't know that. Like, obviously, I can't share whether or not that will be a thing, but
From what it sounded like from the news, he kind of alluded to it's changing like that.
yeah. So I think that what people could do to prepare, and this is why I'm bringing it up, is like for people to prepare for this. They talked about keywords. So I think that we're going to be getting like 11 keywords that we can actually input that don't have to be in the about page. It'll be like in the discovery section too.
I got a good picture of it. Let me pull it up real quick. I shared it on my Skool community yesterday, and it'll kind of show you what it's going to look like. 1 second. But it looks really cool, and it kind of reminds me of like YouTube. Actually, but it looks like this. You can set keywords, and imagine this community, a Facebook ads knitting community. That would be wild.
Facebook ads knitting, YouTube content photography. So you take photos of knitting,
post it on YouTube.
Yeah,
I don't know
and
the
you do
photography goes into that.
well, photography, like your videography, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't
but I was
know.
asking people, was like, what do you think your keywords are going to be? Start thinking about it now.
Yep. I would say the best thing to do is like, as you are, I think most people, if they would go back to that post that Andrew made, this one,
Yep.
right here, go through the 610 comments and look at all the different categories people are saying. Most of them are keywords. So those are keywords that they should save for when keywords come about.
Exactly.
Yeah,
What's
'cause,
one
like,
category do you think they should add? What do you personally think is a category they should add? I saw a lot of people say business. I saw a lot of people say networking.
Food.
Cooking.
I
Yeah,
like food
that needs to be one.
because I like food.
Would pickleball go in the food or the sports?
You never know. You never know. We're halfway there, pickle and a pear. So I think that food would be good because you could have a lot of like chefs or meal preppers, or I don't know, just it feels like it needs its own category rather than being like under health or hobbies, you know?
Mm-hmm. A lot of people said real estate too, because there's a lot of real estate communities.
Yeah,
That's
there's
cool.
real estate. I like the idea of having business. I think if they have business, that they actually probably need to just cut off money, like money not be one.
And then have
So they
like,
could
separate
have
ones.
They could have like business and then like
I don't mind
investing.
networking. I think networking would be a good one.
I don't know if networking should be its own though.
Boo.
I think networking. I think there's people that are saying there should be a school one,
Marketing.
and or like basically it's going back into the whole people trying to game the relationship category, right?
Hell yeah.
So I don't know if that's technically necessary, because is networking going to be only for school people?
Well, just have all those people separate, just put all them in a box.
Yeah, that would really fix the problem of people that are like, I don't want to be in a box. I'm like, okay. So I think that we're gonna see a lot of different changes, but to prepare for them, which is what why we're talking about this, is that figure out what your keywords are, and then just really work on building like a solid community.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a good thing, like for people to start asking, like, what makes a good community?
Maybe that could be a subject we could talk about next week.
Like, what makes us, what makes a good community worth having high on discovery?
Yeah. What makes you even want to join a community? I mean, there's a few different angles we could talk about.
Join and stay. I think staying is the biggest one. Staying and showing up.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
Well, awesome.
All right.
It's been a good About Page Wednesday. What are we talking about tomorrow? Wait, tomorrow is our fun day. It's Fun Day Thursday. We've talking about memes, maybe talking about conspiracy theories. We can't go too far off because we don't want to get the channel banned or put on a list.
Right.
But if you have any like conspiracy theories that you might believe in about anything, let us know. Come back tomorrow. Usually Thursdays are our fun day. We might have some tea to share. Who knows? It's a crazy day, Thursdays.
It'll be an interesting day. I know we already have one about socks. Conspiracy about socks.
Yeah, I'm going to get angry. We're going to talk about that tomorrow because I have some words about this sock situation.
You should just never ride a horse. That's what I'm going to say. All right, if you want to know what that means, you'll have to be back tomorrow.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Bye.